everybody and welcome back to a new video. This is going to be my July TV time video and I've been really looking forward to filming this one because I have quite a few things to talk about. So the first thing that I watched or carried on watching was Full House season 8, and I watched from episode 14 to episode 24, which meant I finished the season, which also means I finished Full House. Now this isn't my first time watching Full House. I watched it a lot when I was younger. I've watched it multiple times and I didn't watch it in order much. I actually just watched just kind of random episodes, and so this is kind of my first time properly watching it in order, I'd say. I might have done it once before and then watched episodes over and over, and then this time we watched it full in order. And me and Josh watched it and I loved rewatching it and I loved kind of introducing him to it. It's always great to watch a show that you really like with somebody else so they can really like it too, and I just loved the characters, I loved everything about it. I'm definitely going to miss it and I'm going to miss watching it because obviously there's 8 seasons. We watched it pretty fast for us and I've just really had a great time watching Full House. I'm sad that it's not going to be in my TV times anymore, but I did really love it. And if you haven't seen it and you enjoy this kind of family sitcom type of shows, I would definitely recommend it, and it's on Netflix. That's the way that I was able to watch it. When I was younger, I used to watch it online because you can't buy it in the UK, which is sad because I would have bought it years ago. I think you can now only really recently, well, you know, past few years, get a few seasons, but it's kind of not as easy. I wanted a box set and I don't think you can get that. But you never know, they might come out with one because now that it's more popular in the UK because it was only kind of in the US before. Anyway, so that's Full House, loved it. Sad it's gone, but yes. The next show on my list that I continued watching was Supernatural season 5, and I watched from episode 2, because I only watched one episode last month, from episode 2 to episode 12, and I'm loving it as always. I love Supernatural, it's fantastic, definitely one of my top 5 favourite shows. I love it, it's my favourite show, but I have some really top ones that I love. But either way, I love Sam and Dean, I really like Castiel, I really like where this season is going, and it's just as fun, just as great as always. There's actually been some really fantastic funny episodes so far, and maybe some of my top favourite episodes have been in this season, so it's a really good season. I would have watched more than 10 episodes, however I was on holiday for a week, and then something else that I'll talk about later I was watching a lot of, so I didn't get to watch as much of it as I would have liked, but I'm sure we will finish up season 5 in August and I can't wait. I love it, and I'm really happy that there's 12 seasons of the show because I feel like if I was getting near to the end I'd be really sad and I don't know what I'll do when I get to the end, but still, I'm only on season 5 so I've got plenty of time yet, but I love it as always. Okay, the next show is the show that kind of took up a lot of time. Well, I say that, but okay, it's 13 Reasons Why, which is the Netflix original, and I watched episodes 1 to 13, and that's the whole thing. So I finished 13 Reasons Why this month, so that's watching a whole show this month, and each episode's an hour long, so that's 13 hours. Okay, and I don't ever rarely binge watch shows. Like, I watch maybe 2 episodes of Supernatural, and not each evening, but like say I watch one episode and I really want to watch another, I might watch 2. I think the maximum I've ever done is 3, and that might be Once Upon a Time because sometimes it ends on a cliffhanger and I'm like, oh my gosh, we need to watch it again. So maximum kind of 3, and then the next night I might just not watch it, and you know, so I'm not really a binge watcher. I don't know how other people watch TV, but that's just how I do it. I usually watch an episode an evening but miss some evenings because obviously you see it's not, I don't watch 30 episodes of a thing a month. Anyway, but 13 Reasons Why, I started watching it, and I said this in another video, I started watching it on my own. I watched the first episode, so the first hour, and I didn't know I was going to like it. I was a bit hesitant. I was like, am I going to like this? I thought the subject matter might be handled a little bit weird, because basically it's about this girl in high school who commits suicide. I'm sure you've all heard of it, it's a very popular show. And so I was like, I don't know. But I watched the first episode, instantly I was like, oh yes, I really like this, I want to watch another episode. And so the next evening, I wanted to watch the episode, and Josh had a game on his computer that he was going to play. I said, right, okay, I'm going to watch my episode of my show, you can play your game, whatever, but he was in the same room. So I started watching episode 2, And then he was kind of started to look up from his game, watching it, and he was like, oh yeah, what's this show? And then like halfway through the episode, like I said, they're an hour long, he just completely gave up with his game and started watching the show. And so within 3 days, we finished the whole season because I could not watch the rest. I needed to know what was going on all the time. Like, I was so desperate to know. It was a show that we stayed up to like 2 in the morning, 2:30 watching, because we just needed to watch the other episodes. I usually go to bed like 11. Like, I'm not a late stayer up. Like, we go to bed about 11 and that's kind of that. There's not much that we'll just stay up late for. 13 Reasons Why, we just had to keep watching. That's how we managed to watch them so quick, is because we just stayed up like a lot later. And yeah, that's all I wanted to do at the time. And then when I finished watching the show, I was like, oh my gosh, I want the show back. I want to watch it again, like what's going on? And I missed it, and I missed the characters, and I loved the music, and I really, really thought it was a brilliant show, and I really loved the characters, and I thought it was interesting and intriguing, and I liked the kind of need to know throughout, and yeah, I thought it was great. So 13 Reasons Why was amazing, I thought. I don't think, it's difficult, I don't think they should do a season 2. I don't see how it would work, and I don't know. However, if they did, I would of course watch it to see the first episode and see what they're doing here. And I feel like if it went, I don't know, because they put it on for a season 2, and I think that's kind of weird. Initially, before I watched it, I was like, well, that's just kind of wrong, because it's been so popular. Obviously, it's a money grab, really. But then when I finished watching it, I was like, oh my gosh, I miss these characters. I need more. I feel like one more episode would have just been enough. 1 more hour. I had a few things. I was like, I just need to know a little bit more. But so I don't know. I'd watch it, but I don't know if it'd have to be. I hope it'd be done in a certain way if they do it. Anyway, so that's 13 Reasons Why. It took up a bunch of time. I loved it. So following that, I started watching The Returned season 1. I watched episode 1. That's all I watched. I was like, oh, I needed another show like that. I just needed something else. I needed to watch something different. I wanted to watch something new. I just wanted to move along onto something. And The Returned, the first episode was okay. I didn't get hooked on it like 13 Reasons Why, but it kind of got me past that little slump I was going to go into. So yeah, I watched an episode of it. Maybe I'll revisit it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I wasn't sure. I enjoyed it, but I think I just watched 13 Reasons Why. I wasn't in the mindset to watch it just then. So I think it was just kind of a throwaway thing to watch. But still, maybe I'll revisit it and enjoy it a bit more in the future. Now, the final thing that I started watching in July was Fuller House Season 1. So happy. So initially, this is actually how this all started. I watched 5 episodes, I think. I watched a few. I watched 5 episodes of Fuller House, the first season, when it came out. I was like, yes, Fuller House. I've always loved Full House, like I say, since I was younger. So I was so excited that Netflix were doing an original series and bringing it back. I was so happy, you wouldn't believe. So I watched a few episodes of it, I made a video, my first impressions, and I was really loving it and I was into it, and I missed Full House a lot. I was like, okay, I need to rewatch Full House as well. And then I was like, okay, well, Josh can't watch Fuller House without watching Full House because it just wouldn't be the same. So I was like, okay, we're gonna watch Full House together. And that's how that began. So I was like, we'll watch Full House, we'll watch all 8 seasons, and then we'll watch Fuller House. And this was like, I don't know, a year ago? Maybe? It was like probably a year ago. So a year ago we came up with this plan, and finally we're at Fuller House, and now season 2 is on Netflix and season 3 is coming out in September, and I'm just so happy. I love it. So I watched episodes 1 to 3. Yeah, it was really close to the end of the month when we finished Full House. But yes, so we watched 3 episodes so far, so they're all ones that I saw when it came out, so I haven't watched a new one yet, but I love it. I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying it even more now that I've just freshly watched Full House. It's just so much better and I love it. So I can't wait to continue on watching Fuller House, and I'm really glad they're continuing to make more seasons of it because I love it. And again, I feel like I'll miss Full House more once Fuller House is over. But yes, that was my TV shows for the month of July. Thumbs up if you enjoyed these TV time videos. I will be doing one next month for August, and I will see you guys then. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, or if you are a newbie, and I'll see you then. Goodbye!